I'm back in one of my favorite cities in the entire country, New Orleans, Louisiana, to meet up with one of the best Madden players in the South, Lionel Roberts, aka I'm Wild. I'm Wild appeared at the finals of the Madden Bowl in Orlando, and in addition to being an intimidating force on stage, is also known for having one of the most terrifying defensive schemes in the entire community.
We are here in New Orleans, your hometown. You're probably the biggest Madden name coming out of New Orleans. Do you feel like it's part of your job to put New Orleans on the map in the Madden community?
I definitely feel like it is. Down here, it's kind of like just me. Feel like it's my duty to hold it down.
Absolutely. Get the city on your back.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about being from New Orleans?
Man, it's too much, man. It's just like unexplainable. You know, it's like when you're from here, it's so much that you like because it's home, you know, like.
Yeah. It's the whole vibe, really.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How do you feel like having things like the Madden Bowl, things like the Madden Challenge, the Madden Classic, the Madden Championship Series, how has that changed the Madden community, in your opinion?
I feel like it's changed it a lot in a good way because, you know, it's crazy, man. I've been playing Madden for a long time, but like now it's like some real good opportunities, you know. In a month or two, you know, you can have a decent amount of money. Like, that's good.
That's good for the whole community. That helps everybody. Well, when did you actually start playing Madden way back in the day?
I had to say, probably like when the first one came out, man.
Oh, the original. Yeah. You were there from the get-go.
Pretty much. I remember playing 95 for sure, you know. I was like 9 years old, so when I started not playing sports as less, I started playing Madden more, you know. And that's where I get my little edge from, you know. I like to compete, you know, so fighting on Madden, you know. I had good opportunities to play football in college, but I wound up getting drafted and I played pro baseball. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that. That's cool. Who'd you get drafted by?
Detroit Tigers.
Did that love of football and competing kind of lead you into Madden? That kind of felt like a natural transition for you once you started playing?
Yeah, because it's like the crazy thing about it is it's like you can play 3 games every day. You can play 4 big games every day, you know, and it's just like, it was always fun to me, you know.
You're wearing your jersey.
Yeah.
You just signed with Set-to-Destroy.
Set-to-Destroy, yeah.
So talk about that experience.
I mean, it's real cool, man. I feel like I kind of paved the way for what's about to happen, you know. The future is definitely looking bright for Madden, I think, and, you know, for kids.
Yeah. Speaking of kids, you have some children of your own, is that right?
Yeah, I got a little foursome.
A foursome?
A little fearsome foursome.
A fearsome foursome full of trouble. Are the kids hopping on the sticks? Are you showing them the business? Are you playing against them?
They try. They're a little too young right now.
So, I'm Wild. It was great getting to know you a little bit. You're probably going to give me some business on the sticks.
My name is Charles Watson. I'm the owner, founder, and CEO of SetToDestroyX eSports. Last year, around September, the managers and I had decided about getting into eSports titles. So, you know, looking at FIFA and Madden were one of our first priorities. And we took a look at the Madden market and understood that there was a huge infusion of money kicked into from the 2016 campaign heading into 2017 title. And knowing that there was going to be a lot of opportunity that would have coverage on TV and massive exposure on media, and once again they were taking bigger strides in 2017 than what they had done in the prior year. In September 2016, we started talking with TTG Esports with Sam, which is the owner, and he had presented us several players that were underneath his brand, and obviously players that were free agents in the market. And after careful due diligence of looking at the championship of last year and evaluating the players and the money they had won and obviously what was happening moving forward, Wild was a smart choice for us in terms of signing and picking him up and signing him to a long-term deal. Once again, there was exposure for being in the top 4 for champs last year. And he was an individual that had strong earnings and someone that once again we could brand and move forward with as well, moving into the 2017 title.
Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. Esports Arena is a newly dedicated space in Vegas for esports tournaments hosted by Millennial Esports. With their first official event, they decided to try their shot at hosting the last Madden Challenger LAN event for the season with a prize pool of $10,000 and up to 400 Madden Challenger Series points up for grabs. In order to get to the Madden Championship, you need to compete in several online and Madden Challenger events all season long to earn Madden Championship Series points, or MCS points for short. The top 32 players in the world get a chance to compete for a $500,000 prize pool and the title of the Madden 2017 champion. The difference with Madden is that there are normally 2 tournaments being held at the same event for both Xbox and PlayStation players. The top players compete in both tournaments to get as much MCS points as possible. After a long 2 days of competition, Wild didn't get the placements he was looking for, being knocked out of both the PlayStation tournament early as well as the Xbox tournament. Other players that he was close with in points placed higher than he hoped, bringing down his ranking to the 32nd spot and the last spot that qualifies for the Madden Championship.
It didn't go good for us, man. I mean, you know, Madden is a game. You know, I love to play it. I love to compete. Sometimes it can treat you very bad, and I was on a bad end of it just now, man. I was up 10-0 at the half. I usually win that kind of game every time, bro. But it's like hard to explain, man. Tough situation right there. I mean, I feel like he threw a lot of bad passes, and he kind of got bailed out by Julio. Julio Jones catches pretty much everything on regular roster. So if you that's a pro tip for you. If you playing Madden 17 regular rosters, go get Julio Jones. I just lost to Julio. Man, next event, man, I would say I'm kind of getting used to the new patch that was put in the game. So I think it's a few things I need to start doing different. So I'm gonna add that to my game plan and get ready for the next event, you know. So from here on out, it's just about fighting and trying to continue get back to being dominant. Because right now it's like I guess I'm missing it somewhere, you know, and I gotta try to find that. I've been trying to find it, but the way that I usually play and the way that people are playing now, it just doesn't seem, you know, it's not logical. Like that game I played, that guy shouldn't have even scored, you know, on previous Maddens and previous ways that the game's been played. I should have beat him 13-0 or 17-0. That guy shouldn't have even scored on me. But one thing I do know, I have to get defense to stop Julio, and also I need to get Julio on my team. So we'd be on the other end of the stick next time, you know?
My name's Greg Scott. I'm the founder of GameSharks.com. It started about 4 Maddens ago. It started originally as OFLnow.com, but we focused strictly on leagues. When we started to expand from leagues into tournaments, online and live, and then 1v1 challenge matches, that's when we changed and rebranded as GameSharks.com. I always just grew up as a kid playing sports games, Madden, FIFA, NBA Live. Then that turned to 2K. Pretty much the only video games I ever played was sports games, so I was always passionate about that. And then I just started off running free leagues, and it just kept snowballing, and it just became a full-time job, and yeah, it just grew from there, really. I think number one, with EA Sports backing it and coming with the Madden Championship Series, that really helps. You know, and then we're getting exposure on the NFL Network through Madden America. Really, honestly, the community was pretty good as far as maybe, you know, 8 years ago, and then I'm not exactly sure what occurred, and then it kind of went down, and now I just believe it's finding itself again, and the momentum's going up. I think that Madden could be the most popular esport. I really don't see why not. If promoted correctly. You can definitely see a lot more tournaments and hopefully more sanctioned all over the country. You can see the website launching here for Madden 18, so that will tie everything in. You might see people qualifying online through the website to get to the live event, things like that. We have a lot of ideas, so we're just kind of going with the flow right now. see if we can get sanctioned again.
So you got VTech out of Austin, and I'm Wild. Tweezy's real focused. He got that Kodak black tunnel vision. But nah, Tweezy's real hot right now, man. But you're seeing a lot of elite talent out here. There goes.
Oh, what is you doing there, man? What you doing? You all over the place. Wow. You all over the place there, baby.
So you got On Wild right there going in for 6. But I do agree, I gotta move on from the comb over. I need some hair like Stevie J. That's just dope. Hey, but man, I'm 38, man. I ain't even gonna have hair in 5 years. So then you'll really be able to get on my
Back to Gum Bunch. I believe Wild's in Denver, so probably gonna see some sort of Z-spot corner strike variant here. Verticals, it looks like. That's Julio. That's a hot one.
Let's go! Whoa!
Those is at like 740, 750 or some shit like that. Oh, that's naked. Jesus Christ.
It's crazy because we talked about this. We talked about, you know, performing like they are. We talked about it. And to see it come to life it's unreal. I mean, I understand it's just a Madden tournament, but when you see plans come to life, it's something special. It's always special. It's always. And that's how they're gonna call it, man. VTech goes out with a bad game. 35-7 was the score. Bowser moves on to the finals versus his fellow New Orleans.
I really need you to keep that up there because I really got to see myself, man. I look good, man. I need to see myself. I mean, I went and get a nice haircut and all. I need to see myself on here, man. Oh, it's starting up.
It's about to be a movie.
It's starting up. We live, baby. Yeah, there, baby.
Kick up.
Oh, man. This feel good, cuz.
Under the tent, I see you, Robert Earl. You already know what's up.
1-9 in the building.
Shout out to Young Lord. Shout out to,
I do
Larry.
Young Lord,
you
man.
know what I'm saying?
Young
Shout
Lord.
out to
Hey, Young Lord, we on the way, Young Lord.
It's going diggity.
No, we're going to call that play.
Luke told me one night, he said, you don't.
Oh, that boy scored a touchdown. That boy scored a touchdown. And there's David Jones. Can you woo woo woo?
Wow. Save Dave. Tell CJ to tune in.
This man just throwing all kind of buffoonery. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. With the fans come the haters, baby. With the fans come the haters.
2 shots, you already know.
Father, when I give him 20 years. Dream it. Let's go. Come on. There we go. There we go. I told you, baby. I told you.
We live.
Yeah!
Hey, hot potato.
Yeah, we live, baby.
Hey, hot potato.
Yeah, you all over the place, wild baby.
Hot potato is you,
all over the place, wild baby. That's a dot, man.
Shout out to Game Republic for giving us the venue, you know what I'm saying, and representing the quality the way everything was all. It was all a movie. Everybody got it in. Everybody represented. Everybody got it on. We coming back. Big shout out to Game Republic. You heard me?
Big shout out.
Yeah. I gotta do that. They made this all possible. Game Republic and Game Sharks. It was a movie tonight.
Good game, fellas, man. Good game, man. Good game.
Play it out.
Man. Shout out
Play
to
it
the
out.
fellas, man.
Shout out to New Orleans,
Shout out to
home
the
of the
fellas. Good game,
gumbo. Home of the gumbo. We out here fighting.
Sam Abuhasira. I'm the owner and founder of Train2Go eSports. Train2Go eSports is a player agency that represents sports gamers. In Madden currently, we work with a couple FIFA guys, as well as we're looking to expand into NBA 2K with the E-League next year. And we provide services similar to that of a traditional sports agency, which is contract negotiation, review, sponsorship, acquisition, endorsements, and the bulk of our work being personal brand consulting. Well, Madden and FIFA is what we wanted to start with, and that's because of EA's announcement last year that they were going to make a year-long competitive circuit. I wanted to get in on the ground up. I do love my sports games, so I wanted to get in. I've been following Madden competitive on the underground scene for a few years now, so I wanted to get in on the ground floor and help some of these guys transition from underground players to professional players. So it's just where I love the game and where I thought the opportunity was. Adding a competitive mode will be interesting. I think this is the first time they're doing that, so that'll be interesting to see as far as how the gameplay occurs in a competitive setting versus the regular simulation settings, and as far as upgrading the engine to Frostbite like FIFA, that'll be a great thing to see for gameplay as well. All the above. My wife, knows that this is where my passion is. Every job I've ever taken in the past, I've always gotten bored real quick. Except for gaming. So, and I've never really had a job within gaming. It's all been volunteer experience, and that's a-okay with me. It was all fun for me. And to be truthful, to see the happiness in putting in hours in this versus hours in my other careers or past careers, it's night and day. I mean, you can clearly see my passion and drive for this field than my other fields. No, I mean, I thank you for the opportunity, and I'd like to see, more organizations like yours get in, and you guys have been great, and Madden has got a lot of potential, and I can't wait for Madden 18, and the guys at EA are great, and I just can't wait to see another year of competitive play.
After Wild had been under a brand for about 3 or 4 months, and I competed at several events, once again, we knew that the championship was coming up in just at the beginning of Q2 for 2017, and it made sense because only the top 32 players were going to qualify for championships. Wild at the time had done well at major events, but he was lacking in terms of online points. As well as some of the events that we'd sent him out to, he didn't have strong showing. So he was starting to become a bubble player. Once again, very strong player, but just had a really bad string of luck. And we wanted to make sure that if we're going to invest in Madden, we wanted to make sure that we were securing a spot heading into the championships. So once again, we'd reached out to Sam and over at TTG and said, all right, who's available right now in the market, or whose contracts are coming up? And who should we approach, or who should we look at acquiring from another organization? But once again, we had looked at probably 3 to 5 different players, and one of the players was Drag, and Drag was competing for underneath the brand In Control, so INC, and we got a good sneak peek at his contract, understood that the buyout was there. We bought him out of his contract, signed him to a long-term deal, and then began working with Drag as well. Drag was an individual that didn't have the same history. Like, he'd been playing Madden for a long time, but didn't have the same competitive history really as Wild did, even though Wild really had a strong history for several years. But Drag was a player, once again, that was making great strides in the last several months, and was really pushing into that top 12 in terms of points for the championship. So we knew in signing Drag, it was going to at least make sure that we were qualifying ourselves for championships while still being loyal and dedicated to Wild and still supporting him in the efforts that made sure that he had the right points to qualify for champs. This allowed us to say, all right, we've secured our brand in the championship, as well as still giving us an opportunity of working with Wild and supporting him and make sure that he gets there as well. The great news with that is really down the home stretch here. We'd sent Wild and Drag out to multiple events, which they both got a lot of points in as well. Wild had ended up winning an event. Drag had just won an event as we signed him as well. So both had qualified for championships and represented our brand extremely well.
With the new pickup of Drag, we were extremely excited to attend our first event with both players under the SetToDestroyX branding. This landed us in Los Angeles, California, for the Madden 1P Studios Challenger event, the last official event before Madden Championships 2 weeks later.
My name is Dreg, and I play for SetToDestroyX. I feel like I'm on the same level as every top competitor. My round robin went really well. I mean, everything was, I was getting stops, I was moving the ball easily. It went easy. Offense, definitely offense. Really good passer. That's pretty much it, I'm good at passing. Right now, for the Madden Championship Series, I am tied for 18th. I got 10 or 20 extra points today, so I could have possibly moved up another spot.
Going into today, I felt like I've been playing Madden pretty good lately. I felt like I adjusted to the regular rosters, which is different from, you know, the other modes from the major tournaments. And I felt like I had a good game plan. I feel like if I execute that, I would do good, you know, in this tournament. Yeah, I was definitely comfortable going into my bracket with my competition. Like I said, I felt like I just needed to play my game, and, you know, I would continue to advance.
Despite having an amazing round-robin tournament, the single elimination bracket took its toll on Dragon Wild, with both getting eliminated in the second round of the tournament. Both would place top 16 overall. In the long run, it was a great land practice for Drag, as he hasn't attended the majority of the major tournaments in the Madden series, as well as great marketing exposure for SetToDestroyX and its sponsors by being the only organization in Madden to have 2 players under the same brand.
I was like, this is where Duke at. I was popping him on that flexing. I'm like, bro, I'm so tired of you boy right now, bro. And it's like, you know what the bad thing is? I'm gonna be real about it. I'm trying to duck all the killers. I'm ducking Hollywood, I'm ducking Canes, I'm ducking Skimbo and Mo, son, and Kid. I keep running into fucking him. I played him. But I ain't gonna lie, he made me better though, so I'm gonna go with fuck. The first game in the bracket, I feel like I played a great game. I may have made one mistake, but I really feel like I was just robbed out of that game. Julio Jones made a spectacular play, but I really feel like, in my opinion, that type of stuff doesn't happen all the time. And in Madden, like, you can definitely lose games when something like that happens. And that was the result of the day. Like, I really feel like I outplayed the guy, and for him to throw that kind of pass at me, I feel like I should be rewarded by that, you know. Like, nobody should catch a ball when I'm checking them, not like one of my computer guys, like I'm using it. Like, they just, like, Madden disrespecting me on that play, you know, to being honest. Well, going into the championship, the Madden championship, I believe I have 2 weeks, maybe 3. So right now I'm just going to work on just pretty much just becoming a complete player. I'm pretty confident with my defense. I feel like I play really good defense, but against better players, I need to better up my offense, you know, and scheme-wise, I'm going to work on an offensive scheme, you know, to, like, try to, you know, get that bread, you know, in a big tournament. I definitely have a lot of respect for Drag as an offensive player, offensive mind in Madden.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to each other before I signed, but I mean, we talk to each other more, and I mean, communicate, see what he's doing, see what you're doing, just help each other. It's great. I mean, he's good at running the ball, controlling the clock. He's good in defense. Maybe improve a little bit passing game, but I mean, we can help each other. I mean, I'm good at passing. He's good on defense.
Oh yeah, he's a cool guy. I think he's a great Madden player. It's good to have somebody, you know, with you all the time who you know is pretty good at the game.
Does it help with like labbing and stuff?
No, we haven't got to the lab or anything together yet, but hopefully it'll happen in the future, you know.
All right, so my name is Kevin Mamuzet, and the company I'm with is Compete Forever eSports, and I'm the founder and owner. Well, with the future, where that's going is going to be pretty much you know, bigger and better things. You know, I have been you know, speaking with you know, Matt and Andrew and the guys that run the competitive gaming down at EA. You know, I kind of have to keep things on the wraps, but I would say definitely expect bigger and better things. You know, obviously, you know, Madden and sports gaming in the esports space definitely has some growing to do compared to the other genres. But you know, there's definitely going to be things that are in the works to make it bigger and better. I know, you know, us ourselves here at Compete Forever, you know, we have a nice partnership now with the Microsoft flagship store, where they have a eSports studio, where we're going to be doing all of our future events. Also coming up, our next event in September 9th, we're working on that to be a sanctioned event for Madden 18. So, we're working on making it a bigger and better production. So along with us, EA, and everyone else, we're just trying to make it just a bigger and better show to put it on a stage that's similar to where the other esports are at and stuff like that. We have a long way to go, but the arrow is definitely pointing up. So I'm excited about that. I would say right now, I know they're working on doing the different game modes within the game in terms of the settings. So right now they have they're going to have a competitive setting within the game. And this is kind of harkens back to having the game like the hardcore ranked settings that they had back in the day for online Madden. What was it, all Madden and like 4-minute quarters, so on and so forth. And that was kind of the standard for the competitive community. So everyone played on there, hardcore ranked. It was awesome. We kind of lost that over the years, but now looks like Rex Dixon and the team down at EA, Team Madden, have brought something of that sort back with the competitive mode. So basically, it sounds like it's gonna be what we want. Something that's more on all Madden difficulty, and also brings into play more user control of the players while you're playing, and just making everything a little bit more ratings based, more quick twitch game, which I'm definitely gonna like. So I'm definitely looking forward to that and get my hands on that.
My name's Taylor Robertson. I won the Madden Classic, and I'm not leaving here without 2 titles under my belt.
I'm not worried about anyone today. This is my day. I'm taking the championship.
I go by Los, and I'm here to remind y'all who I am. I'm going after that belt.
Going after that 100,000. No pressure. Let's do this.
I got the best offense. I'm a high point specialist, and you're not going to stop my offense.
I took the Steelers Club Championship. The Madden Championship is in my sights.
This isn't my first or last one with Madden, and I'm going home with the belt.
My name is Eli Clayton, aka True Boy. I'm here to make a statement and claim the top spot. This is my time. The Madden Championship starts right now.
And we are live in Los Angeles, California with coverage of the 2017 Madden Championship. And welcome back to the second weekend of the 2017 Madden Championship. Over 3 weeks, the top 32 Madden players in the world have been chasing history, chasing a shot at the $500,000 in total prize money, and of course, the right to call themselves the Madden Champion. I am Dave Grunfeld. I am joined by Rico Williams. Rico, we had Group F kicked off with some fireworks. 2 excellent games. What do you expect going forward?
Another instant classic. We have not been disappointed by anybody.
Looking ahead now, Rico, to our next game out of this Group F. 2 of the best players in the world right now. What do you see here?
We definitely have the classic offense defense matchup. They say offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. Well, so far, Spobby's the only one with the championship, but I'm Wild's looking to get one himself.
Absolutely. Well, I'm Wild was really, really loud during his first game. We were sitting here at the commentary desk, and he was really, really impossible to not hear. Now let's give this guy a microphone. Let's hear what he has to say. Drea is down with I'm Wild on the field. Drea?
Absolutely, Dave. And Wild, you're the most animated Madden player that I've covered. We heard you over there on the off-stream match. You were really turned up. What can people expect from you now that you're on the main stage?
I'm just trying to be myself, that's all. Just trying to be myself and do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it brings a lot of energy to these matches. And just overall, I know that Issa Box is a term that's really catching fire. For the people at home that might not know what that's all about, break it all down.
Ask the last dude I played.
Well, he knows quite well. All right, let's send it back to Dave.
Well, if you ask the last dude he played, it didn't go very well because I'm Wild definitely puts people in the box.
This is a guy who comes in. He was a Cinderella story last year at the Madden 16 championship, but he has earned his respect to be one of the best players in the world, and he's one of the most fun players to watch. Get ready for an exciting match with him.
And getting going here at the 25-yard line.
Timeout right at the gate.
Sure.
Doesn't like the matchup, and I'll tell you what. That's a formation. You can see he's laughing. That's a formation that's really only unique to Spot Me Please. Actually, Jay Mills had called it out the other day during our lab time. Who the heck runs that formation other than Spot Me? Of course, you get into these big pivotal moments. It usually comes down to the legendary players on the roster.
3rd and 4. And Ricky Williams will break a tackle and break I'm Wild's heart. Spot Me strikes first. Ball at the 16.
Good pressure.
Throw to Johnson, and it's a walk in the park. It's just a Saturday. Feed the ducks, get yourself a touchdown.
Go to the dog park, get a touchdown, come back. Go. I mean, you can do whatever you want at this point if you're Spot Me Please. Beautiful play right there. You had the very aggressive blitz from Wild, his user defender. Watch, take a look. He has to drop over to the first post on the left side. That opens up the underneath slant. Easy pickings for him.
Awfully quiet.
He's fine, right? Completely fine. This is fine emoji. That's a fantastic emoji, by the way. My favorite emoji in all the emojis that exist in the world, but not even emoji, a meme, if you will. But it's still a one-possession game. You got to get 3rd and 10, unless you throw a very safe pass back of the end zone. The only guy I like here is Moss on the route there, back of the corner of the end zone. That's the only route I like here.
See if he throws it up, and he does, and that is a backbreaker. Spot Me's getting wild.
And maybe that's the only route I liked. That's the only route that was available.
21-6. Taylor Robinson, welcome to LA.
Thanks so much, Dave. Spot Me. Your passing game has been seamless, clicking on all cylinders. Why have you been so effective through the air so far?
Well, this particular game, Randy Moss has been coming down with a few passes he probably shouldn't be. So I got a couple breaks that first half, but I'll take them.
You got that pick at the end. As far as just keeping the pressure on defensively, what's the key? Because we know what Wild is capable of and what he can possibly do.
Yeah, just keep trying to hold him to field goals. If he gets in the red zone, just make him take 3.
And now your QB sneak territory, it's defeated, so look to run a little power off the right edge.
It goes right back to Ricky Williams. What, the game is rated E for everyone, right?
It is.
I'm not sure I'm okay with young children watching this one.
Put them to bed is what you're saying.
Spot Me Please, looking to go 2-0 to start the groups, and Ricky Williams. That's why you lift those virtual weights.
Yeah, that's why you get a Ricky Williams, man.
The final matchup of the day will be a flex decision between Spot Me Please versus Duke and Monsta versus I'm Wild. I don't want to be the guy to make that decision. And McNair can't get rid of it.
Spot Me Please did secure the victory against I'm Wild in the original match.
We've seen Spot Me Please dominate like he has when he was here at the Madden Classic. But I'm Wild, FMP Monster, both have given themselves a shot to move on. If you would have told either player at the end of the day, you're going to be in a position for your last game to control your own destiny, you win and you're in, you got to take that.
No doubt about it. You couldn't be sitting in a better position. We'll take a look at our standings here to see exactly where everybody is. Spot Me Please leading the pack 2-0. Monsta and Wild battling it out for their tournament life here. Let's go down to Zach Farley on the field. He's got a story about I'm Wild.
Thanks, Dave. The opportunity here at the championship is huge with the $500,000 prize pool. I'm Wild looking for the $100,000 to go in his pocket. For this guy, he's one of the oldest competitors in the series, and he could really go for that 100K. He plays Madden full-time. He has sponsorship with Set to Destroy. He's able to travel out to the Challenger events. He was in the lower half of the seedings, but with some good work at those Challenger events late in the series, he locked in his spot. And now he sits just one game away from moving on, climbing those ladders, earning a lot more cash. Looking to see how this game goes for him, Dave. Back over to you guys.
You're facing Wild specifically. What are your thoughts on everything being on the line against him?
He's one of the best players, but I feel like I'm going to win this game.
And now the question is, who will join Spot Me Please and come out of this Group F. And Monsta will take it out of his own end zone. And Dion will go down at the 26-yard line. And that's where Monsta will start this final game of the day.
And what a treat we have here with the final game of the day. We get single elimination John Madden football before the group stage is over. Win and get in, baby.
I'm down. I'm down with that.
Good run here. The run's designed to go off the left guard, but he cuts it back inside. A lot of room to run. Reggie Bush, a lot of speed, athleticism. Won't fall forward, though.
And Brett Favre, Wrangler jeans and all, will sneak it in for the first touchdown of this one.
Wild getting real aggressive, though, in this other game, our feature game here, starting to send a lot of pressure, getting a lot of sacks here. Going to see another pop pass here.
And this time, Johnson pulls it in.
That's a dive.
Fuck out of here, man. Fucking bullshit, man.
And the frustration from Wild is, okay, well, you hear that's a dot, but he threw that into double coverage. But we were saying,
he missed a chance to block it, and that cost him 3 points. It might have been a scoop and score. Wow. And that's how the half's going to end. I'm Wild. 0 points. 13-0.
Yeah, he's struggling right now offensively.
Still got some work to do. Play action.
Beautiful.
And that is a touchdown. Punch you in the gut after this. 2nd and 4. And Reggie Bush shakes another tackle. Cuts it back inside.
It's too easy.
And he's getting sticky with it.
My own time. Get out that nickel blitz. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You can't run a nickel blitz. You can't run it.
Just give you the game. They give you the game.
Well, Monsta looking tough in the last 2 games. Looks like he's going to punch his ticket and join Spot Me Please, along with Los and Silent Soldier. We didn't see a lot of Silent Soldier today because let's be honest,
he's silent.
He's a silent soldier.
You just don't hear from him.
20-7 is your final score, and in a win and in, Monsta prevails over I'm Wild.
Dave, one of the exciting things about playing Madden is you can run up against the greatest. You can join them in an online game. Look, Drag has not been to a major this season, so many people don't quite know him. But if you followed the NFL Club Series, he made it to the final of the Vikings event where he lost to Strafen, the guy who came out of Group C earlier today. A fun wrinkle for Drag in this game. He said that if he wins this game, he's got to fly his wife out for the championship the 3rd week due to his anniversary. He's a married man. He said that $100,000 would change his life. I talked to him right before the game, and he said this is the biggest game of his Madden career, and who else to do it against but the greatest problem. Rico, back to you guys.
Yes, well, hopefully Drag has that problem. He has to fly his wife out because he's in the final 16 of the Madden Championship. Rico, as we take a look at this matchup, what do you see in problem against Drag?
Well, Drag was just involved in the highest scoring game we had against Scheming. That's not going to be the case here when he goes up against Problem, the defensive specialist.
Thanks so much, Dave. Drag, you've never played Problem before, and now you're playing him in a matchup with implications as far as who's going to advance. What's your approach?
I'm just going to play my game. I'm going to pass the ball a lot, hopefully get a stop, and then I should be able to get through it.
Overall, what's your reaction to just going up against the greatest Madden player of all time? You got to bring your A game. You're not going to have the highest scoring game against this guy.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, I've always wanted to play him. I mean, everybody wants to. So what better place to do it?
All right, well, it's about to go down. You're about to play him. Let's send it to Scott and Gibbs.
All right, thanks so much, Drea. Well, Drag, you got your wish. You're about to play Eric Problem right.
And all the marbles on the line for him. It'll come down to some point differential. We'll work on that for you in this matchup here. But this is a big-time matchup for him, a chance to prove he belongs in the next stage.
Well, we're going to need some explosive offense out of Drag here. He's going to have the ball first at the 25-yard line, and Andrew Luck and crew will take over. And you mentioned Randy Moss, Chad Johnson, Jordy Nelson. Those are going to be the guys that try to help move the football. And they'll hand it off. And he's going to gain a yard. He could take it all the way to the 2-minute warning if his heart desires. My guess is that's what it'll do, unless he snaps it with 1 second. And he will take it to the 2-minute warning.
A lesser player or a less experienced player might get excited in that situation. Okay, I got the ball at the 30-yard line. I'm going to try and score as quick as possible. No problem. Methodical, runs the ball, wastes the clock, all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Leave drag, very little time to score.
Hands it off to Procise, and it's a battle on the outside. Let's go! And CJ Procise is a grown man.
Drag all smiles.
But he's now in field goal range. I assume he'll run it down, take a timeout, and kick it through, make it a 7-3 game.
You count your lucky stars there if you drag. That's that hit stick we were talking about. Problem getting a lot of big hits early in this one, this first half. Drag moving the ball well in this drive.
And this kick is through. Yo, DJ, word to your mother. 7-3, halftime score. Let's go over to Zach and look at game number 2. Second half match here between Problem and Drag.
In this area of the field where a lot of guys like to target, where is my tight end? Where is a Jordy Nelson over on a route right there, back of the end zone? How do I get the ball to them high in the back of the end zone where only they can catch it?
So first and goal from the 7. Throws it towards the blitz, and Jordy Nelson has given the man from Green Bay the lead.
Even though there was 2 defenders in the area, better animation by Jordy Nelson, touchdown. And let's not forget the situation here. Yes, Drag is winning 10-7 right now, only up 3. He needs to win by 7 or more in order to advance.
Drag up 3, Problem on the move at the 33. Procise gets a pancake on the outside.
Good blocking. Let's go.
And he will walk into the end zone, and Problem retakes the lead and control. 2 minutes, 36 seconds to go in this one. Needs to win by a touchdown at least. And there's another drop. And this time Randy Moss can't bring it in. And here's 4th and 10. What do you do? Do you?
He might know this. He might have the breakdown here, right? He might have did some number crunching to figure it out before the start of the game. And okay, this is the right situation now because he kicks the field goal, makes it a 1-point game. He now needs to get the ball back. He's got all 3 of his timeouts. Get a stop. Get the rock back in his hands. Get a touchdown. But then he has to get the 2-point conversion for the win.
1st and 10. 57 seconds to go. No timeouts. Field goal will not win it for him.
Watch that route right there to Jordy Nelson.
He's got some room underneath. And Ocho Cinco takes it to the 37-yard line. Got to go high tempo here. No timeouts.
And if your problem, aggressive nature is how you win ball games, send the gas here. He does.
Throws it short again. This time Green takes a big licking.
Another
at
user
the
hit stick.
45. 2nd and 2. Yeah, he's leaving the middle of the field open. And that eats up the clock, Ibs. Now he goes right down the seams. And Ocho Cinco takes it to the Trey.
And the problem is playing this right here. He's sending high pressure. He's not giving Drag any time in the pocket to let routes develop downfield. He's got no timeouts. Problem's going to gas him up again here and here.
Boy, just 10 seconds to go. A sack would have ended the game there. You got to at least make sure you got 2 shots to the end zone. And as we mentioned, he might not know this, but he's got to go for 2. He's got to win by 7.
This pressure is going to come in if he doesn't keep someone off the left edge.
So 3rd and 10.
Moss is your guy.
Clock stops, 6 seconds.
You got to go to Moss.
I've heard of him. Moss off to your right. 3rd and 10. Press coverage. Cannot take a sack. And that is 3 straight plays that he failed to gain a yard. And time will expire on Drag and Problem. In Problem fashion, will win by 1.
Well, what can you say about Drag? He said it was his dream to play you. He got that opportunity. He came up short. What do you want to say about the kind of competitor that he is?
Honestly, all 3 of those guys I played today, you know, they're great competitors, and I expect them all to be around, you know, the competitive scene. And, you know, I feel like it's a pleasure to play all these guys that I haven't got to play too. So at the same time, you know, I want to beat them just like they want to beat me. So, you know, I was able to get it done.
In the championships, we didn't do as well as we wanted to. Both players went 1 and 2 in their pools, and both players got 3rd in their pool as well, and both ended up with 17th out of 32 for the championship. So both players came home with $7,500 each, And, you know, it wasn't the best showing, but once again, it really allowed us an opportunity of now we've experienced the Madden market being in it. And we've seen the events, we've seen the push by the community, the push by the developer. Ultimately, NFL clubs have come into it as well. So there's strong strength and development happening within the entire scene, as well as a huge growth within the playerships. The money is there as well. Now you're going to start seeing probably some endemic, non-endemic brands coming in to really support this type of community and this title as well moving forward. I think that you know, overall right now the game is making some strides with mechanics. Ultimately creating more of a fan base and bringing back some old things, story mode and some of the modes, but also just making it more competitive. And once again, it's something that is going to push EA Sports and the Madden franchise here for Madden 18 to do extremely well. So we're going to continue on with both of our players. We might even add a third. Madden has done extremely well for SetToDestroyX here in 2016 and 2017, and it's a great game. The fan support is crazy. The developer support is crazy. And once again, I think if they continue to have the infusion of cash, while starting to broach and bridge the gap with more NFL celebrities and pro players, as well as still integrate and involve the clubs as well, this is a title that is really, you know, starting to be on the cutting edge for growing really the esports sports titles. You know, you're going to see, you know, MLB coming in and starting to be more active in their efforts in esports. Basketball is now just starting to make their push for 2018. NHL is still lacking behind in that background, but hopefully they come up, because I'm a Canadian guy, and it'd be great to see the NHL make a push, because that's something that we'd heavily be involved in. And so really you're starting to see FIFA and Madden really be the catalyst for the sports industry within esports. You know, and that's important, because, you know, FIFA's, I'd say right now, leading that charge. You know, you have multiple FIFA clubs and firms, as well as players. You even have players in FIFA right now retiring from being an actual soccer player to be an actual streamer and competitive online gamer. So there's great things that you're seeing right now within the sports titles, and Madden and FIFA are really leading that charge, and I'm for one very excited about that, not only personally, but also for SetToDestroyX and esports moving forward.
I need you.